We'll have a couple more weeks of summer break left before I have to go back to work. So I came back to my hometown, Lexington, Virginia, historic Lexington, Virginia, and I brought my electric e-bike with me this time, and I thought I would spend a couple days riding and looking at some of the sights. So I hope you'll ride along. It's small town USA. It's a beautiful place. Here's the courthouse. Or at least used to be. I'm not sure it is anymore. Things have changed a lot since I grew up here. So, up until just a few months ago, this was Stonewall Jackson Cemetery, and of course now they've changed the name of it to Oak Grove Cemetery. See if we can find Stonewall's grave. Alright, Stonewall Jackson's grave. And his other family members as well. It will probably just be a matter of time before this is removed. Well, there are two colleges here, universities. I'm right now entering the campus of Washington and Lee University. They've had some controversy here lately as well. They talked about changing the name since it was named after Robert E. Lee. And there was a lot of debate about that, and my understanding is that many of the alumni who support the place through donations said, oh no, if you change the name, we will no longer give you money. So for now, they're not going to change it. This is Lee Chapel, and Robert E. Lee and his family are actually buried in there. And I remember years ago you could go in and see their burial tombs, if you will. But I do believe that that has changed in the past 10 years. Again, all the controversy. So we're just trying to bury history here. Quite a dilemma when you have a college that's named after someone and you can't put a statue of him up. Yeah, here's the chapel. Beautiful place. So Washington and Lee's campus connects with the other college in Lexington, and that is Virginia Military Institute, VMI. Home of the cadets. Let's ride around the parade field and see what we see. Of course, there are no students here this time of year. This is mid-July, so there's nobody around, but When school's in session, these parade fields usually include a lot of people out doing their drill and all that good military stuff. But VMI has an excellent reputation. Many famous leaders throughout history have graduated from VMI. And as a matter of fact, I believe there were some statues here, Stonewall Jackson, I believe it was Jackson, that they've recently removed from the parade field. These are the barracks where everyone stays. See if I can go in there and get a shot of the inside. I don't think it's a problem this time of year. Nobody in the guard room. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, normally wouldn't be able to come through here when the students are here. This is off limits, so this is kind of cool. Get to come and see it. So this is Little Sorrel. This was Stonewall Jackson's. Says it was his favorite horse during the Civil War. And a picture of the old boy. There's some deer. I haven't hit a deer on my e-bike and I don't want to try it. Here at the Chessie Nature Trail, and this has been here for, I'm guessing, about 40 years at least. It used to be a railroad bed. It's now a hiking trail. and allowed to ride the bike on it. So it's a neat place. I think it's about a total of 7 miles. So you could do a 14-mile round trip. Let's see what this is down here. Explore a little bit. This might be an old dam, I think. Yeah, our old lock. I think this is an old boat lock where boats used to come through here, because the Maury River, well, it's the James River, I do believe, which the Maury goes into the James, used to be used a lot in the 1800s for transporting goods on boats, bateaus. It was important. Yeah, we still have remnants left over from those days. Oh. Not going to go down into too far. It's a big year for ticks. And a friend of mine told me, I think rightly so, we used to go on wilderness trips, and he says, you know, people think they're going to get eaten by a bear or a mountain lion or something like that. He said the most dangerous thing these days out in the woods is a tick. This is a very interesting place along the Chessie Trail. Just from out of nowhere appears a little bamboo forest. Kind of a magical little place. And beyond the forest is the river. Well, here's something you don't see on most biking or walking trails, and that's some cattle. I hope there's no bulls here, or I'll be running pretty fast. But anyway, thank you for riding along with me on this trip. And if you'd like to see more riding videos or flying videos in the future, please subscribe to my channel.